Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Badgers offense has the ball first today. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him, but Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Dropping back, it's Edwards. The sure hands, it's Dupree. There he goes! And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? He'll do it himself. To the ground, high ball. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just could bounce any which way whatsoever. The offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
Pressure coming. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Never had a chance. One coverage to get down there and knock it down inside the 10. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Right on the money. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player.
He wants to take the top off. He's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll run it to the right. It's a running room. There he goes. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And some room to work. Wide open spaces. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Edwards. He's got it and still on his feet. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he uses the old bank shot to knock it off the left upright and get it through somehow. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Alabama offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
They're setting up the screen. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Simpson. He's got it. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to burn this defensive back. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Handoff to the lone back. Turning on the Jets. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Now move. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, BAMA!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Pocket breaking down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Grab behind the line. It's Anthony. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Looking to throw, it's Edwards. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. The Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Bernard. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Finds his man. It's Miller. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays.
Grabs it inside the 10. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at 1st and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Looking to get it in. Touchdown time! A great catch and run for 6. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Mason. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Makes a connection. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. And the Badgers with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Anthony. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Drive will open from the 15. To throw, it's Simpson. bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense, picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive.
Looking deep. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite.
He's going up top. He's got it inside the 25. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. And you just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
The throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that 3-5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
And at this point on the field, I mean, I guess why not try to guess the snap count? Defense gets caught, still 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Got nothing last time, now 2nd and goal from the 3. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Dropping back, it's Simpson. Here's the pressure. Into the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
This guy's been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Bringing it back at the 20. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's got it on the left. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Badgers in the hurry up. Gonna swing it on second down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Rushes on him. They're working that left side. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. And the Badgers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quick completion on the out route.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. To the air, it's Simpson. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They go to the draw. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Looking to throw. Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
Looking downfield on first down. Turns it loose. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit.
Touchdown, BAMA! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Looking to pass, it's Edwards. The short hands, it's Ballard. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On third down, he drops to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ballard. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Complete to the left. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot. And this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try and change it up. But somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Yeah, and we talk about tackling as a defense all the time. Third down, money down. They catch the football. Nice job breaking on it, getting them on the ground, and not allowing any yards after the catch.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give is to Miller. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Brings up.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
From the gun, the running back has it. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Third down coming up.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Back to the ground game on the left. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They make the tackle at the 22. We'll give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down. The give to the back. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wide receiver going in motion. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Alabama comes to the line on third and short. A designed run for the quarterback. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and
and the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field. But they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
Under fire. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Badgers will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the 45. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's... Put it in play. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Quarterback keeps it.
Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football, great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Brings up.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback will keep it. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. The give and tick, 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 tick. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. Absolutely perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
And the returner will be knocked down. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking for a crease to the left. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. The running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab on the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, it was not a good day.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to